Alright, so this is review, but we're going to go ahead and do some problems anyway. Problem 14, you're given the linear function y equals negative 3/5 x plus 1, and you're asked to graph the function. Alright, and then we're going to state its slope and y-intercept. So the slope is negative 3/5, the y-intercept is 1. Remember, for the y-intercept, the x value is always 0, so to find a y-intercept is usually not difficult if you have a linear function. You just think about, okay, if I plugged 0 in for x, this would go away and all I'd be left with is 1. So there's my y-intercept. And that's where I want to start my graph. So I've got my 0, 0 dot right there. 0, 1 is just one unit directly above it. And now to graph, because I know the slope, I can really easily do the graph. The graph is the rise over the run. So this is minus, so I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's my other point. Now I can check just to see, like, this point that I just put down here would be 5, negative 2. And if you plug 5 in for x, you would get a negative 2. So that's a way to check to see if you get your point right. I did. So now all I need to do, since it's a linear function, straight line, all you need is 2 points. So I'm going to draw a line through the 2 points. And there is my graph for 14. All right. Now we're moving on to taking functions and putting them in slope-intercept form. So this is the standard form of a linear function, right? So to get it into slope-intercept form, I need to motor the x's to the right side. And I need to get the x's and whatever constant on one side, the y's on the other. So I'll do that first. And that'll leave me with negative 3x plus 21. Now, you could write it as 21 minus 3x. The reason I didn't is because in slope-intercept form, the x is usually put out in front. So, good habit to get into. Just take the x's, put them out in front. And now we're actually very close to being done with this problem. All you need to do now is divide everything by 7, because y has to be isolated. So now I've got y equals negative 3 over 7x plus 3. We're in slope-intercept form. So the slope in this case would be negative 3 over 7. And the y-intercept is going to be 0, 3. All right, one more problem, number 20. This is an interesting problem because all I really need to do to get this into slope-intercept form is divide both sides by y. The y is on the right, and if that throws you off, you could rewrite this if you wanted to, like so, using a reflexive property, I guess. These two equations are the same equation. So if you want to, you can just rewrite it like that, then divide everything by 5. Okay. Well, I've got y equals x over 5. The slope might be kind of difficult to find if I leave the answer in the form I have the answer. You just need to remember that x divided by 5 is the same thing as 1/5 times x. Again, these two equations here are the exact same equation. It's just instead of x over 5, I wrote 1/5 x. And I do that because now I can clearly see that the slope is 1/5. Well, what's the y-intercept? Well, I don't have any constant out here, so that means the y-intercept is just going to be 0, 0.